What is going on, everyone? What's going on? All right. So, let's see. I want to make sure I'm live here. Hello, everyone. Awesome. What's going on, everyone? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. So, it has been a minute since I have been on here. I'm just trying to figure out my life, y'all. I've been thinking about where I'm trying to take my business, my page, what I'm doing here on Facebook. And so there's just been some question marks, but I am happy to be back. I'm just dropping this in my group. All right, so that's getting posted, and we only have a few minutes, so I do want to jump right into the book. But before I jump into the book, I just want to make a couple announcements. I don't know announcements, but just kind of let you know what's been going on. So I am very excited to kind of, like I said, let you guys know what's going on. I have been trying to figure out what I want to do with Facebook. Because what is becoming very, very, very important to me is the fact of being in spaces and places that really feel natural. And so I love doing the lives here on Facebook, and I think I need to come on Facebook and do lives more. But I'm not sure how I feel about the groups and the pages and all this other stuff. So I'm just figuring it out, not making any decisions as of yet. But I am going to be on pause with a lot of things in the group. So in the group, I was doing the Take the Stage Thursdays, and I'm putting that on pause because I want to figure out how I'm going to work that all out. But we have been reading the book. Just grabbing my book. We have been reading the book, Eat That Frog. And so I want to stay true to the commitment to finish this book. And so we only have this week and next week, and then we'll be done. And then even with the book, I'm going to figure out how we're working out the book club. And let me tell you why before we jump into the material for today. And I'm just going to... I just wanted to make sure the audio was coming through for you guys. So the reason why I am trying to just find my spot, find my mojo, is because I have made a commitment, and this is wild. This is super wild, but I'm going to let you guys know what the commitment is that I have made. I have made the commitment that I am going to post a video every single day, Monday through Friday, until December 31st on YouTube. And these are not videos that I'm just like doing voiceover and things like that. These are videos that I'm actually editing, and I'm thinking about the concepts because I really want to, what I enjoy is video. What I enjoy is these opportunities to be with you face to face. And so I'm trying to figure out, how can I do that? Is Facebook the proper location for me to do that, or do I need to be somewhere else? So let me take a sip of water and tell you, if you want to go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, you're more than welcome to. It's Lauren D, her business coach. That's what it is on YouTube. And I'm going to be very, very honest. The videos are a work in progress. Every day I'm learning. And so that is the challenge. I am definitely going to be posting a video every single day, Monday through Friday, from now until December 31st. And I can't believe I'm saying this. This was a crazy thing. This was supposed to be a private challenge, but I'm telling you guys. And so I am excited, but I'm excited though, because I know that there's going to be a lot of growth. And anytime we push and we stretch ourselves, there's nothing but good things that can happen. Number two, I want to tell you that the Market Like Her business virtual summit was a blast. We had such a good time. That was April 26th, and it was awesome. We are going to have our next one is going to be called Productivity Hacks, and that is May 24th. Getting some things together. I'm a little late with the announcement for that, but I do want these things to kind of be low key. So that one is going to be May 24th, but we'll be doing these also every single month. So I'm just like out here going crazy, doing things that probably don't make any sense from a time perspective, but I just want to push myself literally to the limit and see what happens when you just go all in and you're dedicated to your mission. So my battery on my camera is looking crazy. I'm hoping that it will hold out for me because it's been giving me some issues. But let's jump into the book. If the camera drops, I will switch cameras and we'll go from there. But let's jump into the book. So we're almost done. We only had 6 chapters left since we left off. So we're in chapters 16, 17, and 18 today. And I just want to bring up a few points. So chapter 16, it says, technology is a wonderful servant. And there were so many gems just in this entire book. If you have not read the book, Eat That Frog, I highly suggest that you get it. But I want to pull this out from the chapter, and it says, talking about technology is a wonderful servant and not allowing it be your master. It says, schedule large blocks of time for task completion into your... my camera died. I'm coming back, y'all. All right. So I told you my camera might die. So schedule large blocks of time for task completion into your calendar as if they were appointments. Be so aggressive about it that when people look at your calendar, they will only see tiny slices of free time. This was huge for me because this was something that, they actually suggested that I do at my full-time job. And I was kind of annoyed by it because I'm like, why they blocking, like why they clocking me? But really it's for your own good and for your own productivity. So that is actually something that I'm going to start implementing, this idea of blocking off time. And you can only okay, I was just checking to make sure. Are we still here? Good. So people can only book time with you when you have a little sliver of time. And they broke out, the book kind of highlights how you should break apart your day and kind of portion out your day to make sure you're as productive as possible. There were a couple things that were like super they came from me. They were gutting. And it was it talks about how when you check your phone first thing in the morning. And these are things that we know, right? Like when you check your phone first thing in the morning, when you check email first thing in the morning, it is a little dopamine hit. And now you have set yourself up to be addicted in the morning. And so, it said to, instead of checking your phone, checking your devices first thing in the morning, you need to kind of plan out your day, get focused, get ready, get your mind right before jumping into technology, and then you are able to execute at a high level. They also said the book also talks about how multitasking is an illusion. There is no such thing as multitasking. If somebody tells you that they're good at multitasking, that is not true. Science proves that there is no such thing as being good at multitasking. What we do is we task shift. So our minds can only do one thing at a time. And so, again, thinking about I'm always bringing up the Bible, but that's just so much a part of who I am. But Christ says, like, you cannot serve two masters. And so it is clear, like, our minds literally are not able to do that. Like, we can only focus on one thing at a time. So when we have things that pull our attention away and we become distracted, it's hard for us to re-engage. And they say, science has proven that it takes about 17 minutes for you to get refocused. And the book talked about that earlier. So 17 minutes, and every single time you kind of bounce from what you're doing to check a notification or send a message or something like that. It takes 17 minutes for you to get re-engaged in what you were originally working on. And so that is a detriment to your attention span. What else do I want to bring out? There were so many gems. Again, if you do not have this book, please go ahead and get this book. This last one in chapter 18. So what I was talking about in terms of the multitasking, that was in chapter 17, focus your attention. But chapter 18 is slice and dice the task. And this is basically a practical, how can I kind of, when I have a task that's before me that's overwhelming, how can I break it up so that it's not as overwhelming and I'm willing to kind of jump in and just get it done. And if I commit to this little piece of time, that's enough for me to say like, okay, that was good. And this is actually something that I've been doing myself. Like there's certain things personally that I want to improve, but I feel so overwhelmed being like, man, I got to commit an hour, or I got to commit 30 minutes. And how do I find 30 minutes when I'm doing all these other things? So I have scaled it back to say 5 or 10 minutes. And that's exactly that's what it talked about in this chapter. And they call that the Swiss cheese method. So Swiss cheese in your task, and you just take a bite out of it, just a little something. And usually what happens is that there is enough momentum, even in that short period of time, that you're able to make progress. So the last thing that I want to bring up is develop a compulsion for closure. And this is exactly why I'm actually back. We only have one more reading, and that's next week, as I said. But even though I'm in transition, trying to figure out exactly where I want to sit in social media land from a business perspective, I have this compulsion to closure. Like, I was not going to make a decision before we finished the book. I was not going to make a decision before I figured out what was going on with the group. I was not going to make a decision before I figured out what's going on with my Facebook page. And so all of these things are super important to have this idea that you have to see things through. And so I want to encourage you, if there's something that's left undone at this point in time, go ahead and check in, make sure that you're getting done what you need to get done. And that will help you just have the confidence to say, when I start something, I finish it. When I start something, I finish it. A lot of times we're hesitant to get into business. We're hesitant to pursue our dreams and goals because we feel either one, we're unable to be consistent, or two, we don't follow through. But if we follow through on the little things and develop a compulsion for closure, as the book refers to it, we are going to be able to achieve all of our goals and dreams. So once again, it's a pleasure to be back with you. I will be making some decisions over the next few weeks, but please get this book, even if you haven't read it with us. It is really, really good, and it's a very quick read. It's a short book. And so, we'll be back next week to finish the book. Once again, you can find me on YouTube. I will definitely be on YouTube for the foreseeable future, as I am trying to figure out what we're doing here on Facebook. But I'm so excited for everything that is happening, and I hope that you all are well. It's always good to see you. And if you are catching the replay, make sure you hit that #team replay. I always love to see who joined in later. So thank you so much. I got to run I have a coaching client that I need to meet with, but I will see you all soon. Until next time, bye.